Hey, my name is Eric. I'm making faces that you can talk to. And I really want a demo. I got good stuff today. Let's do it. All right. So this screen has got some art added to it. A little bit of cosmetic updates. This is the home screen right when you come into Wisp. It shows the different screens that you can go to. And a little description of each one. And my thought process here was I want the entry page of the web app to give like just a little bit of explanation of what all the different features are and what are the things you can do. Because people that will come to this web app will not really know what it is. Not all the way, because it's not doing the same thing that some other type of application already does. Like if I show you the GIMP and you've never seen the GIMP before, you've probably seen Photoshop before. You probably know what Photoshop does, and the GIMP is supposed to be like Photoshop. And maybe you found it by saying open source Photoshop in a search query. So you don't need that much explanation, but you come to Wisp. What the heck is it for? What does it do? Where do you start? Well, this is supposed to help you along with that a little bit. Just make it feel a little more accessible. The art that's in here is AI generated. And that is a complex topic, how I feel about that. But to sum it up quickly, I've done a lot of art. I've paid for a lot of art. Tens of thousands, if not $100,000+ I've spent on various forms of artwork over the years. And I see the tools that are available, and there's part of me that says, like, I don't want to be a scab with the AI. I don't want to cut into, like, I don't want to go use all these techniques and at the expense of people that create art for a living or even for fun and recognition. It does seem like those tools can have that effect, but in the end, they're so good that I think they just become a tool that artists use. And there's still a lot of room when you're creating art to say, I know I really need to get this exactly right. It needs to hit, these parameters, these requirements. And also, I don't want it to be something that is derivative of old styles. It has to be something fresh and totally new and beautiful. And you would definitely pay somebody to do that. But there's also a ton of artwork that even if you put it in the hands of a decent artist, they're still just rehashing what's been done so many times before. And I've just come around to saying it is another tool in the toolbox. I'm going to use it. That's where I'm at. And it's not my final opinion on it, but it is my current opinion. All right. So let's go to the Spiel screen where I can demo a new conversation. Let's go ahead and make this larger. All right. So I'm just going to talk to my creation here for a little bit.
Hey, butt mess.
Don't call me that.
You think you're better than me?
No.
Clearly you do. It's on your face.
I don't think you...
So you think you're better than me?
No?
Yeah, right. You went to college?
Yes.
I'm so impressed. What do you use to eat your food?
A fork?
Swanky dining for you. Where were you born?
In a hospital.
Yeah, I know, genius. What town?
San Francisco.
That's where all the beautiful people come from. Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah?
What do you use to stay clean?
Soap?
You're in there frothing and frolicking. You're probably too good for a spit shower.
Yes, I am.
Spit showers get the job done.
Okay, calm down.
I'm totally tranquil.
Can you just be nice?
Oh yeah, like we'll be buddies.
Yeah, let's be friends. We could be friends.
Think we're gonna be friends? Doubt it.
Okay, don't be a jerk.
Deal with me, buddy.
You're so mean. Why are you...
Such a meanie.
Yeah, but why? What's your problem?
You act so above me. I don't like it.
Okay, just go away.
You're so sensitive.
Yeah, go away.
Am I hurting your special little feelings?
Alright, so that's the gist of it. I do kind of know like what all the things are to say to get him to respond. But the idea of this whole thing is like you don't come up with every single possible response or to like every possible thing a player might say. But you hit the key thing. So like coming up here, like he starts off, he insults you. He calls you puke face, butt mess, or jigglehead. And then I've got some responses underneath of it. So it's like, I could say, don't call me that. I could say, that's not my name. And he will respond to that. And there's variations that it'll match against. I could say, I don't want you to call me that. Or don't call me that. Or that's not my name. Or puke face is not my name. Don't call me puke face. So even though this is like a simple phrase match, it can hit more territory than just those three words on its own, because those three words will come up in different combinations. Every time he talks, it's not like AI generated, it's a recorded bit of speech. And yeah, similarly, all down here, I've got certain replies set up. So he asked, you think you're better than me? You could say no, or you could say yes. I'll add another one right now. I was thinking about it this morning. It's like, oh, how about maybe? So I'll think of some snotty things he might say in response. Oh, you haven't decided yet? All right. We'll do 2 words on that. Okay, he'll be amused when he replies back. Okay, so I've got those there now. I'll come over to speech. I'll just record them real quick. It won't take me long. Select just all the lines that haven't been recorded. And record selected. Here we go. Oh, you haven't decided yet? I know you think you're better. You're a snob. You're a snob. Alright. So then I go down. Well, where was that? Right here. Okay, I gotta finalize them. That mainly just means trimming them. It selected some defaults that were pretty good. Oh, you haven't decided yet? Oh, you haven't decided yet? It sounded like I had a little bit of clipping at the beginning. That might just be... Oh, you haven't decided yet? There's a little clip there. I'll re-record that one. Or not. It was fine. Okay, let's just go on to the next. I know you think you're better. You're a snob. You're a snob. Alright, so those are done. Come back to here. And let's test it out. You think you're better than me? Maybe. You're a snob. That's Clearly you do. It's on your face. So you think you're better than me. Alright, so that's it. That's basically how it works. The speech recognition's working pretty well now. I did have some problems with it earlier, and it was like I had to reboot my machine. There was some glitch in the audio driver or something like that. It also messed up my stream. I didn't have a good... who cares? Alright, so what are we doing today? I've been getting pretty scrupulous about just logging bugs and things whenever I see them. I'm just thinking about one just now. I'm going to add it. The right trim button is consistently too far left. I put in my repro steps. This is like a little note to myself in case I come back to this 3 months from now. Go to speech screen, record a line, finalize. On the trim dialog, the right thumb almost always needs to be moved to the right. Maybe add a rightward adjustment by default, or tweak the values. Tweak the threshold values. Okay. So in this session, with my hour left, I'm just going to pick 1 or 2 bugs and fix them. I think this is a pretty easy one. I'll do that one next. I want the very first emotion here to be shown. So if I come over to my spiel screen, I can see up at the top, Grubbo, I know his mood is neutral at the beginning, and it's not showing the parenthetical underneath of neutral. The way these parentheticals work is they only show up if the emotion changes for the face. Otherwise, they're just left alone. So let me see if I can find. So here, Grubbo has a neutral line, and then he has another line here, but it's still neutral. So it doesn't say neutral on each line, only when it changes. But the first one is not showing up as changed. So I think I know how to fix this. Quite a few other updates and feature adds that I just don't feel like demoing right now. I want to get to work, and maybe I'll demo them later. Okay. So speech screen or spiel screen. Okay. And then panes. Spiel pane. Okay, spiel nodes view. Well, I think this is where I could fix it. So if I set it to, do I have a count? I don't. -1. What if I do -1? Let's do const unspecified emotion, yeah, equals -1, and then let's do specified emotion. Yeah, okay, so last emotion is going to get set there. Last emotion will get passed here. We're also going to pass in the node, which will have its own emotion, and it will always be different. So if I come back to here, yeah, we got neutral up at the top. That was an easy one. That was an easy one. Hit status. Okay, down here, just, oh, it's already closed. Alright, so then let's pick another issue. I could work on this one. But since I'm already thinking about the Spiel screen, let's do this one, which is there. Okay, so what do I actually want this to do? Like right now, it just puts in all three of them. What I want is for it to use the first one and then do the +1, +2 summarization. Okay, so for that I'm going to need to go to Spiel node view. Okay, so we've got node blind dialog, which has not been formatted in any way, and there's some code already for summarizing replies. I need to find this code wherever that is so I can reuse it. Maybe Copilot will be smart enough to figure it out for me. Summarize the dialogue. All right. Okay, and then we'll do const dialogue summary equals. Yeah, it's not smart enough right now to figure out I've already got a function that will do it. So what do we do for replies? Spiel reply view. Let's see what that looks like. Summarize text array. That's it. That's it. That's it. And this becomes bam. Then if I come back here, yeah, that's right. That's gonna work. That's gonna work just fine. Okay. So that's another one fixed. Boy, I just got a couple of easy ones done. Okay, what else? There's a whole bunch of just testing on different browsers. I'm not ready to get into that. This one's going to be tricky. This one is probably a good one. The right trim button is probably a good one. First, I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to be right back. Boom. Well.
Just look away. That's a bad look. He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
Why?
Go back to normal. Just wait. They
Definitely.
want to ruin it for everyone else.
Send the other one. See what they say.
You're saying
Hey,
she's too
nobody
pushy?
died. You should be more
Can we
afraid.
get a beard in here? Why is it that hard?
She just wanted people to clear the path.
She pushed someone
She's one of those.
in the first place. But do we understand?
Hey, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter. Violet, I've pushed people by accident. Rather, we not focus on that. That's a bad look. He's upset, but he's always upset.
Alright. Well, okay. I got some food. Oh, the food just arrived. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the food and get it back to my wife. So I gotta walk away for 2 more minutes.
Hey, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter. Violet, I've pushed people by accident. Rather, we not focus on that. That's a bad look. He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
Why?
Go back to normal. Just wait. They
Definitely.
want to ruin it for everyone else.
Send the other one. See what they say.
You're saying
Hey,
she's too
nobody
pushy?
died. You should be more
Can we
afraid.
get a beard in here? Why is it that hard?
She just wanted people to clear the path.
She pushed someone
She's one of those.
in the first place. But do we understand?
Hey, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter. Violet, I've pushed people by accident. Rather, we not focus on that. That's a bad look. He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
Why?
Go back to normal. Just wait. They
Definitely.
want to ruin it for everyone else.
Send the other one. See what they say.
You're saying
Hey,
she's too
nobody
pushy?
died. You should be more
Can we
afraid.
get a beard in here? Why is it that hard?
She just wanted people to clear the path.
She pushed someone
She's one of those.
in the first place. But do we understand?
Hey, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter. Violet, I've pushed people by accident. Rather, we not focus on that. That's a bad look. He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
Alright. Just let's fix some bugs. Spiels and project page not updated. So if I take this and I look at the drop down, it's got the 2 spiels I know about. There's another bug there though. This guy. Let me rename a spiel. Think you are better than me. Okay. Ooh, I see. This create button needs to be fixed to be renamed. Okay. Then come over to here. And it's just missing it entirely. It's like not even there. Okay. So if I come back to here, do a refresh. it's worse than not updating. Oh, well, there's multiple problems there. I lost the spiel too. Like I wasn't trying too hard to make it into something great, so no big deal about that. There was an error getting just loading the spiel. Let's walk through it. Come back to here, refresh. Come back in spiels. Okay, what is the name you are trying to load? That's the new one. Question is, did it actually get renamed? This kind of looks like I lost my entire database, which is terrible. Really terrible. Ah, jeez. What would cause that to happen? So you're not going to be able to find... What? So how does it... If it doesn't show index B here at all, like nothing there, this could be a bug in the browser. So my question is, like, where did it even get the spiel name from? I think I have to go back to like init. Yeah, so this is not good. Okay, it's here. All this stuff's here. Let's look at the project. That was probably a glitch in the developer panel. I don't know if I lost anything. Yeah. "71 entries. I don't think I lost anything. But the developer panel is maybe not that reliable or something. Because I can't expand this. I usually can. It would be nice to expand it because then I could see the contents of this. I'll just go through source to see it. I'm already stepping through. So get active face name. Bam. Okay. So I'm assuming this will be Grubbo, and the next one will be the newer spiel name. Think you are better than me. Yeah, that's the newer one. Okay. Go back to application. And these are all... Oh. If you rename a spiel, you've got to rename all the keys as well. That's a thing. Okay. The keys and the paths have to be renamed. That makes sense. That's also very non-trivial to fix. Okay. Well, I know the bug. I know the fix. It's probably something I can do with the remaining 40 minutes. Okay, so spiel, rename, spiel. So let me think. I think the way to do this is I take the current path. But basically, this function here, rename key, will also be responsible for recursively renaming portions underneath it. Okay, so if I come back to path store, we go to rename key. Okay. So I want current path to be retained. Can I rename a key without having to restore the record? Because that could be a spendy operation. Ooh, but the paths are going to change too. So I will in effect need to go through and restore everything. Okay, the path. Yeah, okay, got it. Let's do this one. I absolutely do not trust Copilot to guess on. I got to figure this out myself. Const. It's going to be current path and then Current path, I believe, will already have this guy at the end. I will double check that. Yes, okay. That off. But at the end we do okay. And I screwed this up because I can get it more correctly from here. Okay. Current path. Reg X escaped. But I don't need to. Do I need to do all this? Well, let's, if this is correct, and I'll assume it is, let's put it in a function that's more general purpose. Common, what do I got? A string util yet? No. I'll start a new one for regex. Export function. Escape. Regex characters. Let's see. It's probably exact same thing. No, it's a little bit different this time. So the one above has more things in it. What are the new things it has? That, and then it looks like some redundant characters. I'm gonna go with the first one because I understand it better. Okay. So we'll come back to path store. Stop. And I guess I can be a little more concise. Okay, current path escaped, and then I might as well write this just as a literal. No, I take it back. Okay, so then over here it's is it boom boom, or is it the other way? We say any character. How much do we want? As much as you got. Okay. So we're just checking for this at the beginning. That seems fine. Okay. So then I'm looking for any key that has got a match on this regular expression. Okay, const. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, let's call this keys in path. Zwilk. I may have mispronounced your name. Hello, what's going on? Okay, keys and path. Okay, then we do 4. Okay, thinking about this. Basically have to do the same thing as I did up here, but for all these sub keys. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, Brazil. I know some people in Brazil, but I've only been there one time. I saw Iguazu Falls. It was very cool. Which city? Like Sao Paulo? Yeah, I've heard good things about Sao Paulo. Hopefully I'll get to visit there in a year or two. My work has me talking to people from Argentina and Brazil quite a bit. But not in Portuguese though. I do not speak Portuguese. Hablo un poco de español, pero no portuguesa. Alright, so we say for each of these keys, we have to get, what is this? We have to get the record. I'm from Seattle, which is in the United States. It's in the northwest part of the country. It's kind of a colder area. It's not bad actually. But like if you're from Brazil, it would seem cold probably. We get the record. And need to modify the path. The path will be let's do it this way. Make a new function. Rename path. Rename the key. Name. Let's see. Change path of key, and then it'll be, let's see, const current key equals keys and path key I. This will be change path of key, and this will be const next key equals change path of key, and we'll pass in the current key. And then also the current path, and I need the path from up here though. So let's store this, call this const next path, and I can already tell I'm about ready to screw up because I'm using like the same variables beneath, and that'll lead to some confusion. And let's call this child current key. Let's call this child record. And this is going to be child current key, not current key. Okay, and say if not child record. I don't want to throw an error. Let's just continue in that case. That's a weird error. That's basically some corruption. At that point, that's an anomaly. Okay, we'll call this child next key. I still have to write this function here, change path of key. So, child current key current path, and then next path. Okay, so that's getting easier. Starting to understand what I gotta do here. So then that, and then no. Equals key to path, and then we'll pass that in. Okay, then we add basically the same stuff here. I see that I need to do some refactoring. Okay, record path equals child next path, because I'm not being dry right now. This is just the same code copied and pasted. So clearly I need to write a function that encapsulates it, but just for a moment, okay, then this stuff. Do I really want to update the last modified for all those records? That doesn't make sense. Let's just leave that. Okay. Child record. Okay. Change path of key. Okay. Key. String. Path. String. Next path. String. String. Alright, so Copilot. Can you figure it out? Actually, I think that might work, but it seems like way too much code. Because I know that all I need to do is find all I need to do is just return next path. Yeah, now you're getting it. Okay, that should work. All right, so let's take a look at this. function, what do I want to call this? Replace record with new key. About using new key. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It's going to be an async function. Actually, it was right there. Hold on. Do your signature again. Yep, there we go. So then I hate it. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Let's add a Boolean update last modified. Boolean. Okay, so let's just make sure this is doing the same thing that I was doing down here. If update last modified. Okay, so you get the record, you get it from the key. Throw an error if we didn't successfully get it. Set this to the next key. Set a new path for it. Update to the last modified time if that flag was set. Put the new record. Delete the old one. Okay, so since I've got that, I can do replace record using new key, db, current key, next key, true. Good. Down here, I can just delete this. All this I can just get rid of. Ooh, except there's a little side effect of this. I want to get back the string, and it will be the new path. Is it? You know what? That's such a weird side effect. I can get it in a redundant way. Okay. From the key. Okay, so let's say const current path equals that. Yes. Okay. Then I can get rid of this. Bam. Set that. All that. Okay. Let me say, get all the keys in the path. Let's just call this descendant keys. Descendant keys. Call this descendant key. Okay, so that's going to be DB descendant key. I don't know about this one. I think this should be. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's bring this up here. Descendant next key. Descendant instead of child because there's multiple generations or multiple levels of recursion. So this will be descendant key. God, this is getting a little bit tough for me. Keep track of everything. Okay. I think I almost got this. Almost. We change the path of the key. We have to pass in what? Current key. That's corresponding path. And then the next path. I could simplify this. I need the next path though. So for that, say const. Okay. Current path to next path. That's the part that changes. Okay, descendant next key. Okay, replace record using key. So it's going to be descendant key. Next. Or descendant next key. Okay. I can delete all that. And then this becomes an await. Could also just push it onto a promise array and return await all. I don't know if that's better for performance. Something tells me in the JavaScript environment it won't be, but I could be wrong. Let's do it that way anyways. Const promises. Promises. Boom, and then we just push. Copilot's pretty good at predicting what I'm about to type. And then let's see if we can predict this last line. Yep. Not bad. Okay. So this, I basically just want to step through it. I also might as well just clear this out because I'm definitely in a bad state. Let's do clear on this. Fresh index DB. Okay, and then let's just go bam like that. And create a face. It's going to ask me for a name. I'll go with Grubbo. And I think I'll make a few changes to them just so I know that it's a different thing than the default. Okay. There we go. Then we'll go to Spiels. And it's going to ask me for a name. Let's say you better than me. Okay. And line. Okay. Puke face. Bam. Whoops. This is Grubbo. A puke face. There we go. It's got one line. All right. So now, there we go. So that's all good. For my rename code to test correctly, I need to have at least one speech thing. So let's record that line. Hey, puke face. And pull this guy over here.
Hey, puke face.
All right. And now I should have 2 more records. And I do. So there's the trick, is when I rename the spiel, what I want to see is not just the spiel to be renamed, but these guys underneath to also be renamed. So let's go back to the spiel. Well, before I rename it, I better get rid of it with my breakpoint. Go to where was I? Path store. And it was rename key. Okay. And then we go to Spiels, say rename, you better than me. Think you're better than me. Okay, I need to remember to have this button changed to rename instead of create. Okay. Now let's step through, see how we do. DB opens, current key. You better than me. And then it should go to think. Oh, there's a mistake. There's a mistake. How did we get that mistake? Next key. Spiel name. I hate it when it's doesn't have the call stack variables. I hate it when it doesn't have the call stack variables because I'm like, how am I supposed to diagnose this? I gotta start over. Current key, next key. Okay, so you messed up there on rename spiel. You got nothing. On submit. You got nothing. Nothing in the call stack for me. Thanks. So I can't really tell where the first point is, where we lost the name and it passed in some garbage. I know that here it's probably garbage. next key is wrong. Well, I could let it continue and it's going to wreak havoc, but I won't really have the information I need. And I'll have to redo the setup of all that data. So what I'm going to do, set a breakpoint earlier and see if I can find the first place where it screws up. Let's just stop that. Come over to Spiels. And we'll rename. I'll just use this one, my better name. Ooh, but it might have been that question mark that was the culprit. Anyways, let's first try that. Okay, so that looks like it's fine. Let's see. Ooh, good. Good, we got a repro. So fill template. My better name Spiel. Spiel path template. Well, I can see face name is there instead of Spiel name. Okay. So let's stop this execution and go fix that bug. Rename Spiel in the Spiels. Okay. Spiels. How did I get that? I don't know. There we go. All right. So now I'm back in business. Current key, next key. Yeah, and this one, yeah, okay. Get the record. Got the record? Yeah. Gonna set this to the next key. Yep. Path. Does it look healthy? I think so. Yeah, it's healthy. Okay. Put the new one in, delete the old one. There you go. So, oh, you don't need to drop all the way over to here. Pastor, where? I have no idea what it did. It just moved execution way the fuck over to a different place. Even after I set the breakpoint. So I have no idea if it actually did anything correct. Let's take a look. It looks like it failed in some way. Oh wait, I didn't do a refresh. Okay, refresh. That was old boy. Okay, so basically it got rid of 2 records. It didn't rename them, it just deleted them. This is correct. So something blew up, but it didn't give me an error message, just the execution went elsewhere. I think I'm mad at somebody, I just don't know who. Somebody in the universe did me wrong. Okay. So I'll try this one again. Thing is, there's no child records. Let's just call this number 2. See how that does. Okay, so that came down to there. This is kind of wrong, though. There's some kind of mistake here. Okay, so let's see. The first key was Spiel's My Better Name Spiel. Okay. And the next key, oh yeah, okay, I got it. I've got the wrong path here. Got it. Okay. Got it. Might as well just stop with that. I know why those records got deleted. Because after I renamed the Spiel, they were no longer attached to anything, so the cleanup function probably just deleted them. Okay. So let's go back to path store, rename key. So what is current path used for? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Descendant. It's descendant, not int. Descendant path. Equals, and then it's just going to be okay, current descendant path equals, and it's going to be just current key with a path separator at the end. Okay. And I might as well just put these together. No. Okay, let's do this right. Current descendant path escaped. Okay. Const current descendant path escaped. Yes, okay. And then const next path, next descendant path equals, yeah, next key with the little thing on the end. Cool. Get rid of that. And this becomes current descendant path escaped. This isn't needed right away, so let's move it closer to what it's used for. And then this will be next descendant path, current descendant path. Okay, like that. And let's do an await here. That might have been a problem for me before. Okay, while I remember it, let's also fix this stupid little dialogue. Rename. Okay. Start from scratch. Oh, I gotta stop pretty soon. Let's see if I fix this or not though. Clear. And then bam, that creates a new set of, yeah, okay. Faces. Okay. Grubbo. Spiels. We'll call this number 1. Okay. So now if I do refresh, yeah. Okay, add line. Hi. Oops. Grubbo says hi. Then we go to here, record this one line. Hi. Okay. Take over to final. Okay. Come back to here. And I want to just step through this whole thing again. Rename to number 2. Okay. Let's go see if it at least changed. This is strange. Like, it ought to have updated this. Oh, the transaction isn't finished yet, but still I would have expected 2 more rows to be here. And they're just not. And I don't have an explanation for that. But let's just check the logic as we go through, even if something else is weird. Okay, so what am I expecting? Current descendant path, I expect it to be this with a little thing on the end. Okay. Then I expect all those, these guys to get escaped. Cool. Then there's our regex. Let's take a look at that. Whoops. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and we're just gonna get all the keys that match. I'm not sure if we'll find any, because I don't. Oh, good. So there's some bug in the developer panel where it wasn't showing the latest. Okay, those are the keys I expect to find. They did match against the current path, and I will be replacing the key in the path inside of the H record with the number 2. Okay, so let's go into here. So this key should point to, yep. The next key, we're going to change the path of it. Same, but at number 2. Is that the same? Looks the same to me. Except for that number 1 to number 2. Cool. That all looks good. Okay, so it's renamed to number 2 there. If I go to application and I do a refresh, I'm expecting these 2 to get renamed. That's good. So those are number 2. Now if I look inside of here, I want the paths to match up. Yeah, that's good. Here, the paths, yep, number 2. Number 2. As it should be. That's all good. That's all very good. And I still have my line here.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah. All good. So that didn't fix the bug that I was going to work on, but it did fix a pretty important bug. So let's get status. Get add source. Get commit A. Alright. Recursive path key renaming to rename key. Fixed some bugs in Spiel renaming. And fix that dialog so it says rename. Alright, so that is going to be a session. Thanks for anyone that hung out. Thanks for anyone that's lurking. Thanks for anyone that is watching on YouTube later. Let's call that a stream. Stopping the stream.